Arctodus. Yes, Arctodus was larger than any living bear and any other bear that's ever lived. You're worried about grizzly bears and polar bears? Arctodus was larger and believed to be even more fierce. When standing on his hind legs, he was 12 feet and had a maximum vertical arm reach of 14 feet. You'd have trouble escaping him, even in the trees. The heaviest grizzlies are usually about 1,200 to 1,300 pounds. The heaviest polar bears are 1,700. Arctodus was over 2,000 pounds. Arctodus lived between 2.5 million years ago to 12,800 years ago, so he had overlap with our ancestors. And he didn't just have deadly run-ins with people, he hunted them too. He was vicious, that's why they also called him the bulldog bear. And as if it couldn't get any worse than this, he was also the fastest bear ever, running over 40 miles per hour with ease. Luckily for us, he went extinct, otherwise people might have gone extinct first. Saber-toothed tiger. From one ferocious mammal to another, the saber-toothed tiger is easily one of the most dangerous extinct animals, and especially one of the most dangerous in his time period. And that time period was right on top of Arctodus's time period, about 2.5 million years ago to as recently as 10,000 years ago. Our ancestors who lived during this time period had to worry about not only the largest bear ever, but also the largest feline ever. Now, for saber-toothed tigers or smilodons, there were varying sizes. The smallest were closer to the size of a jaguar, others were closer to the size of lions, and the largest even bigger than a tiger. And look at those teeth. The bite force was strong, not as strong as a tiger or jaguar, but with those 8-inch long teeth, the excess force wasn't necessary. They used to drive their teeth right into their prey, through the jugulars, sometimes even pushing through the skulls of their victims. They were ruthless, putting a big hurt on anything that looked tasty. It wasn't enough to kill them and eat them. The pain of those teeth would be unbearable. Your poor ancestors, that's 2 vicious mammals they had to deal with. But that's actually all we have for mammals on this list, because the rest of these bad boys, well, a lot of them are cold-blooded, figuratively and literally. Deinosuchus. The order of Crocodilia includes crocodiles, alligators, and caimans. The largest living species in that order is the saltwater crocodile, 20 feet long, sometimes even a foot or 2 longer. A semi-aquatic beast that you best keep your distance from. Well, he'd be crying crocodile tears if he saw his ancestor, Deinosuchus, the largest species ever in this order, 35 feet long, 5 tons in weight. Even if his jaws were about 5 or 6 feet long, the teeth inside were thick and robust, some of them were rounded and blunt, adapted for crushing their prey as opposed to piercing through them. Oh boy, so death by Deinosuchus might have taken a long time. His victims really got to savor it. As if a crocodile wasn't already a nightmare, imagine seeing one that is nearly twice the size. Your ancestors lucked out with Deinosuchus. He was around from 83 million years ago to 70 million years ago, so he was extinct before people were even a thought. But for the unfortunate souls that coexisted with Deinosuchus, they tell you he was lethal. The largest predator in North America at that time, and in their slow, crushing deaths, they might have even had a minute to write a horrific journal entry detailing just how bad he was. Raptors. You've seen the depiction of velociraptors in Jurassic Park, and though it isn't quite accurate, they were still dangerous dinosaurs. They could be 6 to 7 feet long and weigh about 45 pounds. But it was his speed that was deadly, able to hit 40 miles per hour in a sprint when chasing down his prey and slashing into them. And even though Velociraptor lived 89 to 72 million years ago, it was further back in time when you really had to watch out for raptors. 129 to 122 million years ago, Utah raptors. 22 feet long, 5 feet tall at the hip, 2,000 pounds. So take Velociraptor, put him on steroids and a strict all-protein diet, and you get Utah raptor. He was slowed down though, so prey had a fighting chance. Still, he could sprint at 28 miles per hour. Maybe Utah raptor is the one they should have put in Jurassic Park, because he was savage. Mosasaurs. We had a land reptile in the raptors, a semi-aquatic reptile in Deinosuchus. How about fully aquatic reptiles? Mosasaurs. These were the lizard kings of the oceans for many, many years. There were many types of mosasaurs. Tylosaurus could reach 45 feet in length. Hinosaurus could be 49 feet long. And the king of all the lizard kings, Mosasaurus, 56 feet long. Imagine a 56-foot-long marine reptile swimming towards you in open water. 5-foot-long jaws, a mouth opening more than 3 feet wide. He'd be able to devour half of you in an instant. They preyed on anything and everything in the ocean, even other mosasaurs. Even the larger ichthyosaur, who was not a mosasaur but was almost as big as a blue whale. This is why mosasaurs were so dangerous, because it didn't matter how big you were, they might still take you down. However, as scary as they were, they might not have been the scariest thing in the oceans ever.